Now, the High Court has issued orders stopping the government from selling, transferring or dealing with any shares of the Kenya Pipeline Company in a case filed by the Consumers Federation of Kenya, KOFEK. Now, Justice Bahati Mamuye granted the conservatory orders, effectively blocking the Cabinet Secretary for National Treasury and Economic Planning, the Privatization Authority, and other respondents from proceeding with the contested privatization plan. The court order will now delay the National Treasury's plan to address budget shortfalls in the 2025-2026 fiscal year. Sophia Ali reports.
The government's plan to privatize the Kenya Pipeline Company has been temporarily halted after the High Court issued orders stopping the planned sale. The Consumer Federation of Kenya argues the process lacks transparency, public participation, and could carry far-reaching economic and security risks. Justice Bahati Mamuye in his ruling suspended the planned sale in a petition filed by KOFEK against the National Treasury, Privatization Authority, National Assembly, and the Attorney General. The lobby group insists KPC, the country's sole petroleum transport and storage monopoly, is a strategic national asset whose disposal could reduce government's revenue and compromise public interests. The government had planned to list KPC shares on the National Securities Exchange next month to raise 100 billion shillings. Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi has maintained that the privatization plan will help plug the country's fiscal deficit, a move backed by the IMF and World Bank, which have called for structural reforms in key sectors like transport and energy.
It is on record now that the government intends to offer the shares it has in KPC to the public, and it will be governed, it will be guided by the law, specifically the Privatization Act, and will be undertaken under the ambit of the Commission in strict compliance with the law.
The Privatization Commission will work on the criteria on how to allocate on classes of investors. There will be pension, those who are in pension industry, the insurance industry, ordinary Kenyans.
This is not the first time the sale has faced legal setbacks. Early this week, members of the Parliamentary Committee on Energy and Privatization voiced their disapproval over the plan.
The way this thing is being, assumed that it is being rushed, I think it is important for us to be very careful. So if we can just get that evidence of that public participation.
And can we therefore ensure that this time round, the law is followed with a letter to ensure that the process is transparent and accountable.
The broader privatization lists include other high-valued state assets such as KICC, Kenya Literature Bureau, and the Kenya Seed Company, while critics warn the sale could undermine national security and sovereignty. The government says they will democratize ownership, improve efficiency, and open investment to more Kenyans. The case is set for hearing later this month, with the outcome likely to shape how Kenya handles the sale of its more strategic state corporations. Sophia Ali, KTN.
Thank you, Sophia, for that report. A joint committee formed by President William Ruto and ODM